First came House of a Thousand Corpses, a movie that I could never really attach myself to too much. Then came The Devil's Rejects, a movie that I really appreciated and really loved, and rewatching it a couple of days ago, I loved even more this time round. I was eager to get to the third part, 3 from Hell, the latest tale in the Firefly family saga, as we meet these murderous, chaotic entities that just destroy everything that they touch. The beginning of this movie opens with a kind of documentarian scene as they have been captured. They have been almost killed in this hail of bullets. But their tenacity, their survival instinct has made them survive. Unfortunately, they've now been incarcerated and can no longer go about their bloody way for a period of time anyway. At the start, we were introduced to the 3 characters that we know from the previous movies. Captain Spaulding, who's getting a little bit on in years, he gives an interview at the start, and that he gives that same threatening, dynamic way that we've seen before. His way of performing is just terrific, from comedic one moment to extremely threatening the next. And although Sid Haig isn't in the movie much because of health reasons, he's still there for a little bit, and he still makes an impact in what he does. We get Otis Driftwood back again, a terrific performance. This is one of the most Manson-like characters I think we've ever seen on film, who has that kind of tenacity about him. He is death. He will just kill people haphazardly. He may get enjoyment, he may not. It's just something that he does, is what he's exceedingly good at. And through this movie, he's going to get back into the swing of things fairly quickly. And of course, we have Baby back again, who is the most affected being institutionalized. She has went a little bit wacky. She has went more crazy than she once was. She doesn't seem to have any airs or graces, any control, any sense of self-preservation. She just is going to go about doing what she wants to do. She finds things funny. She's going to be open and honest. She's going to do the things that she wants to do, and anybody else, be damned. We end up with 2 of these characters breaking out of jail. We have Otis, we have Baby, and we have the third member of the Firefly clan, someone we haven't seen before. Robert Blake, who starred in 31, is back as their kind of Otis's brother, half-brother, something like that, but he's instigated into the 3, and these 3 pretty much just go on a rampage. The first half of the movie is concerned with him getting a little bit of revenge, good old-fashioned revenge on people that have wronged him. And one of the things about this movie and this franchise in particular that I like most of the time is they're killing people, particularly in this movie, that are horrible. There's borderline bad guys, you know. We have the warden and his family, and they are really kind of obnoxious individuals. The look and the style of these characters, they're just steeped in that kind of 80s era. The clothes, the garish styles, the way they are, the way they talk in front of the cameras is just, they're people you just don't like. So when you see the Firefly clan just destroying them, you don't really feel sympathetic towards this family. You start to feel more agreeing with what the Firefly clan are doing, because they feel as if they're getting a resemblance of vengeance against these people. Of course, with the amount of people they're killing, and of course we've seen it in The Devil's Rejects, there's going to be people who are after them, and that's where the sort of second half of the movie goes. And a lot of it feels a little bit of contrivance in there, just because it fits into budgetary reasons, what they can do, and an easy way to have a really interesting and fun, exciting end set piece to the movie before we let the characters ride off into the sunset once more, which some of them may not do. I do enjoy these characters. It's funny seeing how where they started to these horrible, despicable tigers almost playing with their prey, to going into this people now who are murderous, rampaging forces of nature, who you kind of want to get away and get onto their next bloodbath for some reason. It's a strange dichotomy they've created here, and they tackle certain themes throughout the movie as well, as the famous nature of serial killers and how they become such fascinating entities towards the world, and how some people, even though they know what they've done, still root for these kind of people, still want them to win, want them to battle against just society, and think that they are the right. Whereas if they met them on a street, it's the kind of people that you would turn and run away from. But for some reason, they achieve this level of notoriety, and I like that the movie tackles these kind of subjects while still covering the screen in blood and fantastic quotable lines as well. Three from Hell was a really good third part to this franchise. I still think I prefer The Devil's Rejects, but this one is still a really good entry. I like the new addition. I like the way the characters have evolved, or devolved, however you look at it, and I still think it's an interesting and fun movie. On this disc, there is a 95-minute making of, which is actually quite fascinating. Getting to see behind the scene images, especially of Sid Haig after his passing, it is really fascinating. And there is some kind of cookie cutter moments of making ofs, but there are some interesting facets as well. There is an audio commentary that I haven't listened to as yet, so I can't go into the quality of that, but that documentary just makes it for me as well. I'm sure if you love the first two, you're going to love this one. It's more of the same and a little bit more on top. I'd love to know your thoughts on Three from Hell. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs. Film.